it's not just uni students, is it? You guys are returners as well and stuff.
So this is, so it's a mix of college girls, uni girls, and just adults.
That's it,
So yeah, we're
I was going to say, I didn't think it was just university anymore.
Right, hello everybody, welcome back to the action here at Sutton Bonington Leisure Centre here, just outside Loughborough, sort of in that little gap between Nottingham and Loughborough. It's another classic we've got for you. Nottingham taking on Loughborough in the Women's Premier Handball League North. It's third, taking on fourth. And it's going to be a cracker, isn't it, Jack?
Yeah, it should be. I mean, both of these teams are technically playing at home, so they should have plenty of support.
Yep.
And as you can see, well, you can't see,
but I can. There's a lot of support up there.
Yeah, there is. So it should make for a cracking atmosphere. Just been having a chat to the Nottingham and the Loughborough coaches, and they're all excited for it as well.
Yeah, no, I've been particularly excited for this one. The Women's Premier Handball League's been really shaping up, certainly in the North section. In fact, I think we've been told that we're going to have to get out of the way very soon, aren't we? It does promise to be a cracker. Now, I can tell you as well, the live chat is now open over at Live Sport now on YouTube. There's a link in the body of this broadcast comment. If you watched the game a little bit earlier, that was a good one, wasn't it? Nottingham, Manchester, Nottingham coming out on top. The live chat is open. This is your show. We want you to get involved with this one as well. The captains look like they're being called over. We're going to get ourselves up to the commentary box. We are literally moments away from the throw-off. We're going to bring you all of the action, commentary as well. At half-time, we've got so much coming up for you. We're going to head up to the commentary box because this is handball. Let's go.
So you can take them away, because otherwise I will go.
Right, welcome back everybody. A bit of a rushed run back up to the commentary box where we are here for the second game of the day for us. Nottingham against Loughborough in the Women's Premier Handball League North. It does look like it's going to be an excellent game. There are the Loughborough players there. We are, 5-6 minutes or so actually away from the throw-off in this one. So we've got a little bit of time. We were a bit rushed in the first game, weren't we? Let's have a little look at the Nottingham women squad list, shall we? Here's the first page here. So number 1 is Abby Lincoln. I'll tell you what, Jack, I'll read these ones out for you. How about that? Number 1, Abby Lincoln. Number 3 is Sign Sawley. Number 7 is Ines Sanchez Escobar. Number 9 is Brona Falgueres Valbana. Of course, Brona, she was the coach for the Nottingham men's team we've just had, of course. We've got number 10 is Kim Borchert, 11 Millie Smith, 12 Amelia Hambridge, 15 Carolina Serlas, 16 is Rosa Jose Fogwich, 17 is Abby McPherson, 22 is Kaylee St Clair, 24 is Madalena Matti. On to page 2 then, 25 is Jermaine Knott, 32 is Habiba Abdelaziz, I hope I said that right, 38 is Teresa Kusanerova, and number 96 is Naomi Bobillion. There we go, that's your squad list for Nottingham. Now we do have the squad list as well for Loughborough. Let's just take a quick look at this. Unfortunately, I don't actually have squad numbers for this, but you do, I think. So Heidi Warren, I've got Dira Yucheng Woke, Rebecca Hooker, Georgia Batty-Smith, Sue Tielemans, Betty Passor, Chloe Barnard, Sophie Calcott, Alicia Smith, Fran Fraser-Hook, Tabby Down, Ward, Loz, Holmes. Onto the second page here. Good squads lists actually, aren't they, these as well? Florian Steeples and Raf Sheehan. And of course, when we did Arctic Falcons last month, they had a very limited squad. Ollie Sutcliffe and Anna Rain are the coaches for Loughborough. That is Nottingham you're currently looking at. They're going to be in their traditional green. Loughborough are going to be in their purple and pink. Let's have a quick look, shall we, at the Women's Premier North table coming into this game, Jack. Liverpool sitting top of the table, NEM Hawks in second, but Nottingham also in second. Nottingham with 2 wins from their 5, 3 defeats. Loughborough in fourth, but do have a game in hand as well, so that's interesting. That makes this vitally important, doesn't it, for that sort of third, second spot in the Women's Premier Handball League North. They're Trafford in 5th. Birmingham in 6th place. What do you make of that, Jack?
Yeah, I think especially it's not just the points, not just the games that they've played, but the goal difference as well. Yeah. If you have a look, the Nottingham goal difference is on 0. They've broken even over their 5 games, but Loughborough only on -1. So really, if Loughborough win this, they can either draw on goal difference or pick them to that as well. So it's very, very tight.
So
it just goes to show.
It's almost worth double points then, almost, isn't it?
Yeah, I would say so. It goes to show just how tight these teams actually take the games. It's not like when they are getting beaten, they're getting beaten by loads. As we hear an absolute war cry from the Loughborough side as they do their team chanting. But yeah, I always like to think that if goal differences are low, it means that every single game they've come up against is pretty close. And given the fact that they are the middle 2 teams in the league, I suppose that pretty much goes to show that they are very, very close.
Yeah, it certainly does. It's going to be a very tight affair. Now, we had a cracker a little bit earlier today, didn't we, in the men's game? That is that's going to stay across England Handball Association's social media channels, so do go back and watch that. And as I said before, the live chat is now open at Live Sport Now on YouTube. There's a link in the body of this broadcast. Wherever you're watching it from, it will take you straight through. So make sure you go and click it and get involved. The players are now just coming out onto the court.
Yeah, this is about the time that we add to our Instagram stories, isn't it? There's a reason why we stopped talking. It's because we're old and we have to start trying to use our phone at the same time as talking. But you've got to get handball plugged as many places as you can.
I love the way that Loughborough are doing their double claps there. That's fantastic. I'm more of a TikTok man, Jack. I guess I'm just a bit cooler than you then, I guess.
Sorry. Well, I suppose if anybody's out there curious on the quality of the TikTok from Live Sport Now, they can search for you on it, of course. Yeah,
please do. TikTok or Instagram, that's a question for you. Comment below, which is better? We want to know. Right, things about to get underway very shortly in this one. Now, these two have already met this season, Jack. Loughborough came out on top in the season opener, 25-21. So this is going to be close.
Yeah, no, I am looking forward to it. I was having a chat to a couple of the coaches downstairs as well. Loughborough, you'd be forgiven for thinking that they are just a university team. They're not. They are definitely a club sort of outfit out there. They've got some college girls, they've got university students and girls, obviously, but they have also just got sort of, as they just said, just adults, just people who live in the real world sort of thing.
Yeah.
But of course, as Loughborough, a massive sporting university, world famous really for the quality of the sport, they do attract a lot of good talent out there, and they develop the good talent as well. And interestingly, Luke Jennings, who's actually on the bench, he played in the Nottingham team for the men's earlier on. He's one of the coaches for the women's. He actually coached Loughborough and played for Loughborough, so it's almost a Luke Jennings derby here today.
I'll tell you
and his advantage, it looks like, to Loughborough as they get on the other end, and the number 9 for Loughborough scores. Now, we haven't got a team sheet, physical team sheet, so apologies if it takes me a little bit long to find out who it is, but it's Florence Steeples who took the early advantage from the right back position, and it looks like Nottingham to turn the ball over again. What can Loughborough do up the other end? The number 2 scores!
I've never seen counter-attacking like this. This is unbelievable, Jack, and it's loud up here.
Well, I say it was the Luke Jennings derby. It was Holly Luke who actually scored that one, ironically, for Loughborough. So Loughborough take an early 2-goal lead within the first minute, and Nottingham have worked the ball over to JK on the left wing. That's Jermaine Knott, but I know her as JK, so that's going to have as she says.
Well, bright start by Loughborough. They lead this one 2-0 already. Loughborough Lightning, aren't they, as the netball team's called, and they've made a lightning start here.
Yeah, it's very, very aggressive defence they're clearly showing here as Nottingham try and charge themselves up whilst also calming themselves down. But you can hear to the right of me, you can potentially hear to the right of me, an absolute massive support for Loughborough as Nottingham again slow to react, turn the ball over. Loughborough very quick to react, but this time, for the first time in the game, even though they've got a 2-goal lead and has played a 90 seconds of handball, they actually calm it down.
Well, it's a very tight derby. This actually Nottingham are a home team, but actually this is Loughborough's home ground as well.
Yes.
So you can see why the split from the fans. If you're a fan of either, please do comment below. We can see the comments. We will put them on screen just to keep them clean, of course. But to get it done, we want to hear from you. Who are you supporting? Are you a Loughborough fan? Are you a Nottingham fan? We also want to know whether you played handball at school, and Jack wants to know whether Instagram or TikTok is better.
I also want to know if they're going to be able to move these bollards out of our way. It was having the same problem as the first game. There we go. There's Nottingham's first goal to make it 2-1. That was number 38, I think, wasn't it? Teresa Kuznarova. I'm going to say Teresa just to make it a little bit easier when I say it quickly, because otherwise I will butcher the name.
Absolutely. In fact, there's so many people up now. They're up here. Look at that, and there is no way through the green wall of Nottingham's defence, just like the men's. Oh, what a big push down there.
Yeah, Teresa with a strong challenge from the centre of that defence, making sure there's no way through just yet for the Loughborough team. We're sort of getting our first indication of what Loughborough have in an organised attack, and that's a hell of a pass and a hell of a take as well. Really good play between the centre player and the line. The number 26 for Loughborough. I'll have a look who that is in a second. Once we get this Nottingham first phase out of the way, that was number 26 I just said, wasn't it?
Do you know, I'm not so sure we're actually needed.
Heidi Warren.
Well, I'm not sure we're needed to commentate on this. The volume of noise up here, every time there's a Loughborough goal, it just erupts up here. What an atmosphere this is. This is handball at its very best, and Nottingham get one, do they?
Yeah, well,
yes, they do.
Yeah, not to be beaten at one end with good blind play. Nottingham go at the other end and do exactly the same sort of thing. Loughborough quick on the right-hand side, and the ball just goes wide. But the Nottingham player who scored from the line was Carolina Serlas.
There you go, comments coming in already. Look, yes, Heidi, look at that, fire emojis. This is what we like. Remember, get your comments coming in. We can see them. Live Sport Now on YouTube is the best place to do it. In the body of this broadcast.
It's going to be a penalty. The ball did end up in the back of the net, so I was slightly surprised to get the penalty, but it's going to be a 2-minute suspension as well, the first of the game. We've had everything in the first 4 minutes. We've had a 2-minute suspension, we've had 5 goals, and we have a penalty.
This is lightning. What a start to this game. Boy, oh boy, we are in for an absolute treat here. Oh, once she puts it away.
The number 9 there, Bruna Folgueras Valbona. It was really fun to say it. I probably said it horrifically, but really good goal there from the penalty spot, the number 9.
But we'll forgive you, Jack, because, you know...
Well, I hope they forgive me, more the point.
We'll like it. Yeah, I'll tell him what you said.
Yeah. So, Nottingham with a player advantage here. Loughborough having to find a way through a tight, compact defence. They actually brought the goalkeeper. Yeah, they brought the goalkeeper out. Unfortunately, I can't really see. Yeah, they have Loughborough, so they're playing with a full complement of attacking players, but they have left an open net. I'll explain how that works in a couple of minutes' time. But this game's far too quick to keep an eye out on. It's goalkeeper's ball. Nottingham retain the ball. Sorry, turn the ball over, I should say, as the goalkeeper. He goes back in, the number 42 for Loughborough, Raphael Sheehan. Interesting tactics, given that Loughborough are a player down in attack, they bring the goalkeeper out to get another attacker out on the court. Nottingham don't take advantage of having the extra space though as Loughborough start to move up. The goalkeeper runs off so Loughborough can get that extra attack. It just gives you another option, but it is a high risk, high reward strategy, Ian.
Yeah, it's certainly, we've seen it a lot, haven't we? Actually executed, and it's a real treat to watch. Get it wrong, and you leave yourself wide open, and you end up looking a bit silly, don't you?
Yeah.
Right, Loughborough, here we go, 3-3. What a game we're seeing. The ball turns over. Nottingham counter-attacking quickly, and the goal's open. And what do we say? There we go, the turnover. There was no keeper. Straight in, quick reacted by number 38 for Nottingham, and it's Nottingham, the home side, now who go into the lead.
Yeah, and I can tell you that the number 9 for Loughborough, not too impressed with that, Florence Steeples. She didn't think it actually touched her foot. There shouldn't have been a turnover to start with, but the referee gave it. And as I said, the high risk, high reward strategy, open goal.
Yeah, Nottingham 4, Loughborough 3. Nottingham in the green, Loughborough in the purple. Over wide. What a lovely ball that was. Deserved better, didn't it, really, that one? But good goalkeeping there by the Notts keeper, Abby Lincoln.
I have to say, we always say this, don't we, whenever we cover double-header games, but the women's game does tend to be quicker, sharper.
More violent, I think.
Not always more violent.
Not violent, aggressive. Violent's not the word, but aggressive.
Yeah, it's very direct, I often think, whereas the men's game, not quite as direct, maybe a little bit more sort of play, building up and everything like that. But the women's game is so sharp, isn't it, in England, and very enjoyable to watch. Big physical defences, big physical attacks as well.
We're very lucky, aren't we, Jack, really, to be able to come along and do these games. It's
good
a real
pass.
Treat. Loughborough now looking, they had such a lightning quick start, didn't they? They've just slowed down a little bit until now, and they're tied at 4-4.
Yeah, that's that combination play. Steeples to the 26 of Heidi Warren. Really good, again, physical play on the line, just putting her body exactly where it needs to be. It's almost contorting it into a way that she can protect the ball whilst also getting the shots off. Very impressive.
Absolutely. And when we get your comments coming in, we're going to go through them all at half-time. We do want to hear from you. We can see them, so keep them coming in. At half-time, we've got highlights to show you from last month's Women's Premier Handball League game as well. We're going to go through the comments and we're going to get our thoughts of our expert analysis, Jack Oliphant here, who has always joins us on the mic. It wouldn't be the same. In fact, you weren't with me last month. It just wasn't the same.
No, you had a month off. You were relieved for a week there, Ian. But the handball hits were certainly fun. And of course, we got that a little later on in the month, as you've just mentioned. So yeah, looking forward to that one.
Yes, we certainly do. More comments coming in. Lovely pass, Florza, from Cindy. Cindy's commenting again. Thank you very much. We can see them. We want to show them. And we do hit subscribe as well if you're watching over at Live Sport now. It does help us. We're also on the England Handball Association YouTube channel, Facebook page and Twitter as well. Make sure you follow the England Handball Association across social media. And if you do want to find out more about the Men's and Women's Premier Handball League, there's a link in the body of this broadcast. It'll take you straight through to the EHA's website. Do give it a click. Excuse me, I've got a frog in my throat.
Nottingham just getting away with one there. There wasn't a very quick recovery back to defence from JK, and the right wing was left wide open. It's an area where they had a lot of joy so far. Loughborough looking like they're going to carry that on as well as the ball's getting moved by Nottingham. Goalkeeper picks it up.
The aggression again, doesn't it? Really comes out. It's a very, very exciting game, and look at that. And it's now Loughborough who go back into the lead again. They had a very, very bright start, and Loughborough managed to get Nottingham managed to get the nose ahead. But now it is Loughborough once again.
Holly Luke, the number 2 again. That right-hand side is really working wonders for Loughborough today. Nottingham try and force it through on their left-hand side.
Yeah, Nottingham third in the table, 2 wins from their 5 matches. Loughborough coming into this game, they only played 4 and won 2 of them.
There's some massive tackles coming on out the Nottingham right-hand side of the Loughborough left-back. Number 3, Sophia Calcott. They already had a 2-minute suspension on this side, but clearly not being fazed by that one, for giving the physical challenges still. Great goal from the centre there. That's going to be on the top 5, surely. There's going to be a nomination anyway from the number 22 for Nottingham, Kaylee St Clair.
I'm sure our producer doesn't need us to tell us they get that one.
Just got to make sure, you know. Don't want to be missing anything out.
Just got to make sure.
But yeah, great goal from the centre position. Came over from the left back actually. There was a bit of a trigger movement, allowed her to have the space. Dispatched it into the top corners. Loughborough find the space themselves, squeeze through. Yeah. And I tell you what, our camera is right in the correct angle there. Great squeeze.
Beautiful. It's following a very similar pattern to the men's game earlier, wasn't it? Nottingham-Manchester. Nottingham went on to win that game, but the 2 sides were locked together, weren't they, for large periods of the first half.
I have to say, though, in the men's game, I thought, yeah, they were a little bit even in the first couple of minutes, but I always got the impression Nottingham were going to push on. If anything, I get the impression it's the other way round here. Loughborough looks so up for this. They look so fast. Not quite as efficient as they're used to being there on that particular break, but both teams look very, very keen to try and take it to each other.
Yeah, they certainly do, and it's a hard one to call in a minute, isn't it? But here is Nottingham.
Great pass, can it be a goal? It's a great pass, it ends up being a penalty. And again, the line players for both teams really causing havoc.
Yeah, they certainly are 6-5. They're just having a quick chat with two referees, making sure they're happy. Looks like we're going to have a Nottingham penalty here.
Yeah, Nottingham number 9, Bruna again stepping up. Valbona stuck in the bottom right, just like she did in the first goal. 6-all game, we've said that before, haven't we, Ian?
We've said it a few times, yes, exactly like I said, it's following the same pattern of the men's game a little bit earlier today. This is the second live game of the day. We brought you Nottingham-Manchester earlier this morning. This is Nottingham-Loughborough in the Women's Premier Handball League. That was in the Men's Premier Handball League. Nottingham emerging victorious then. Can Nottingham get a double of wins for their teams today? Loughborough won last time these two met. The opening day of the season they met. 25-21 in favour of the team in purple. Nottingham winning their almost iconic green. Oh, that was beautiful. Pinpoint precision there. Accuracy is key.
Yeah, I think if that was on Soccer AM, they'd be calling that top bins. That was, well, you just don't save them, to be honest. It was, a lot of space was afforded to her by the Nottingham defence, trying to stop a trigger movement. But, yeah, no mistake made from the left wing for Loughborough. I didn't actually see who it was, unfortunately, but I'm sure when they watch it back, they can appreciate it themselves. Good movement by St Clair, but it didn't happen this time.
Yeah, absolutely. The balcony is full up here.
It is, I keep having to move.
It is absolutely full up here. It's great to see a lot of the men. They have another game, don't they? The second team are playing after this game, sort of the junior/second team for Nottingham and Manchester. So they've stuck around, haven't they, to watch, and it's really made for a wonderful atmosphere.
Yeah, I was outside getting my lunch, and Plumridge, mother and father, and grandmother, actually, Josh Plumridge and Tom Bloodworth. Plumridge. Oh, JK hits the post. Caught us, and they're actually coming back to watch the second game a little later on. So, yeah, just having a quick lunch
Fantastic.
break. Great spin, and was that a save? I didn't see it.
No, it went in. That was number 9. That's Florian Steeple. She's having a great game.
She's a big part of why that right-hand side has been so successful for Loughborough so far. Really strong player, it seems, and very direct, very influential. She's the one who's causing a lot of havoc, linking with the line player, number 26, and she's also defending in the centre with her, so clearly a good relationship is shared.
Absolutely.
Oh, big hit there by the 31. That allows the right wing to give her an opportunity, but...
Oh, it was, wasn't it? Yeah, I can't see that little right-hand bit.
Yeah, you're watching on the delay, aren't you?
I'm watching it on the delay.
Oh, again, big tackles.
I tell you, aggressive game, isn't it? We said this a few times, but it seems more aggressive than the men.
It looks a lot, yeah. And to be honest, handball generally, I think a lot of people watch it and think, blimmin' heck, you're not allowed to do that, surely, are you? And everybody gets up and shakes hands as the number 26 is through. That's break. Yeah, a bit of an unforced turnover there, I'd say, for Nottingham. You could argue a good Loughborough defence forced them into it. Nottingham won't be particularly pleased about that one. It's now a 3-goal advantage that Loughborough have over Nottingham.
Yeah, Loughborough getting their noses in front, but we know 3 goals can be wiped out quickly, and one of them goes right there.
Yeah, that's how you want to start, isn't it, really? The goal from the centre, that's the number 9. She's taken a few penalties so far. Bruna Valbona.
Entertaining opening at 15 minutes or so of this game. It has really lit up. Thoroughly enjoyed it. It's only going to get bigger and faster from here. Here is Loughborough on the attack at the minute in the purple. Nottingham in green. Looking to get their 3rd win of the season. Oh, and they've just scored another one. They're first to double figures, and it's a 3-goal game in favour of Loughborough.
Yeah, that was the number 35, Chloe Bernard. And I'm pretty sure I've seen her play before. I think she might be one of those players that started at Loughborough. And we used to play against her when it was Leeds, when I used to coach Leeds Beckett. I could be wrong, but I feel like I recognise her.
We can always ask her. We'll ask her later, Jack. Find out.
JK has now moved into the centre as well, so there's been a bit of a shift around. St Clair's gone to the left wing, JK's gone to the centre, and Bruna has actually gone to the left back, and she's making it work there because she's just scored yet another goal. Bruna Valbona.
I tell you, the 2 number 9s, star players so far, aren't they?
Absolutely, everyone wants that number 9 shirt. 8-10 now to Loughborough as they try and charge up another attack. Both teams have gone for a fairly solid yet aggressive 6-0 defence. No messing around with 5-1s or anything like that for the time being, offering a little bit too much space for the left wing and the right wings potentially. We've already seen how deadly Loughborough are for the wings.
Oh, good save, yeah. Worth keeping an eye on, isn't it? Don't forget, lots of comments coming in now as well. Please do carry on commenting. We are across the England Handball Association social media channel, but the live chat is open at Live Sport now. That is the best place to do it. Do like the broadcasters wherever you're watching from, and subscribe to our YouTube channel because we've got so much more live handball to bring you. We're back live for 2 games next month and also in March as well, and we'll have the season running for you all live. Live Sport now on YouTube. There's a link in the body of this broadcast. Give it a click, comment in the live chat, and if we get a chance, we'll show it on screen. We will run through them at half time, so show your messages of support. I know the players do go back and watch it, so if you say something nice, they will certainly see it. Obviously, they're a little bit busy at the moment, though. Right, we are nearly 17 minutes into this game. Nottingham trail by 2. Oh, trying to get it up and over. It's only a 2-point game. It was a good effort, wasn't it? But what's happened here, Jack?
Yeah, no, it was quite brilliant recovery defence, to be honest, from the number 35 of Loughborough. Mentioned already, Chloe Bernard, coming from the right back all the way over to defend the left wing, left wing, left back sort of area, on a fast break as well. So very impressive, and that allowed her, although Nottingham kept the ball, they didn't concede a goal.
They didn't. Talking of Chloe Barnard, Mel Barnard just commented saying go Chloe, so a bit of support there, that's what we like to see. Keep your comments coming in. If you're watching at Live Sport now on YouTube right now, please do hit that subscribe button because we have a lot of live sport to bring you. It's all free. It's all free for you to watch. It doesn't cost you a penny at all. We've got a lot of handball to bring you at Handball Hits next Sunday as well, our monthly wrap-up show of what has gone on in the men's and women's Premier Handball League. Don't miss a thing. Here we go, Loughborough now on the attack. It's a 2-goal game in favour of the Purples. There's 18 trying to throw, no way through there. Oh, it looks like it turns over.
Oh, I think they've given a penalty for potentially defending inside the area. To be honest, I thought there was a bit of a trouble beforehand from Bernard before the ball got moved over there. But number 2 for Nottingham, for Loughborough, sorry, Holly Luke has got the responsibility. Oh, she scored plenty from the right wing already, and she scores another one from the penalty spot there, Holly Luke.
Difficult to defend against those ones, though, Jack.
Yeah, as I said, I think Nottingham probably feel like Loughborough maybe got away with that one. A little bit of a travel as they try and force the ball out to the left wing. It's not happening there. Number 18 straight through the middle.
Oh my God.
And straight into the top corner as well. Bettina Pastor.
Well, from a 2-goal game to a 4-goal game in the blink of an eye, it seems.
And no surprise that we see a timeout called by Nottingham as cheers from Loughborough erupt.
Well, let's have a look at a few more of those. We've got a Nottingham supporter in our mix. Go, go, Nots with the fire emojis. We've got Guinevere Pavilion here, the muscle emoji. Look, this reminds me of my arm wrestling days.
Oh, is that what you imagine they were when you went to that arm wrestling tournament?
That's what I thought they looked like. I thought they looked like that. And then I took my t-shirt off and realised that, no, I looked more like a plate of jelly. What have you made of the opening salvos then, Jack?
Yeah, I think it's been good. Well, it's been brilliant, to be honest. I was about to say, yeah, it's been good, it's been all right. I was about to almost say it was almost cagey, but that's anything but, wasn't it? It's been really open, really aggressive, and you can see by the sort of attitude of the team talks, the coaches, if anything, are trying to calm them down and remember the game plan almost, or coach them through the next 10 minutes, because we've had 18 minutes and 47 seconds already. There's only 11 minutes to go in this first half, which has flashed by.
It has. It's gone very quick. Both these sides, of course, looking to pick themselves up after losses last time out. Nottingham's last match saw them lose 23-29 to NEM Hawks. Loughborough's last match was a 29-20 loss to Liverpool, table toppers Liverpool, of course. So it could be a big thing for a motivation confidence side as well, not just where they're both placed in the table, third and fourth, respectively.
Yeah, there's a lot riding on the game in terms of momentum, and everybody obviously wants to win, but it's one of those games where if you lose it, you've got to brush yourself off, because there are plenty of other games where you can pick those points. So the 3 points here still count the same as the 3 points in the next game, or the 3 points you scored in the previous game. It's not like you get 7 for winning this one. So players need to keep that in mind, try and win it as best they can without doing anything silly.
Right, Nottingham travel to Liverpool for their next game, so that'll be an intense one. Loughborough have got Birmingham, so of course it's going to be a tough task all round as the season starts to get into the. We're in the second half of it now. These two met on the opening day of the season, as we said before, with Loughborough winning 25-21. They're winning this one at the minute. 4 goals in it. It's Notts 8, Loughborough 12, and the keeper for Nottingham, she is giving it large, isn't she?
Yeah, it's Rosa. Yeah, Rosa Foskey. I'm going to go with Rosa. Yeah, Rosa in goal there with 2 good saves. I think they both wingers for Loughborough missing opportunities, really. Opportunities we expect to see them score. Beautiful. There's a goalkeeper for Loughborough probably thinking that he should have done a little bit better with that one as well. I'm not sure. It was number 20 for Nottingham who made the goal. I could be wrong because I don't think they have a number 20 on the sheet that I've got. 24 actually, potentially. Madalena Matai, potentially.
Yes. Well, yes, Jack. It is 24. I can see 24.
Yeah, we'll go with that one.
Definitely
Madalena.
not 20. Because you're right. There's no number 20 out there at all. So Nottingham at 9, Loughborough at 12. We've got under 10 minutes now to go to the half, and we've got half time. We've got highlights coming up for you from Cambridge Arctic Falcons from last month. We're going to go through the chats as well. We're going to get Jack's opinion on the first half and what his predictions are for the second half, because he loves it. He loves it more than anything. That was a heavy hit, wasn't it? Start defence, and the referee pulls it back.
That sounded a lot worse than it actually was. There was a tackle. It was actually the defender that hit the floor, not the attacker. So, good line play. It's going to be a penalty. Yeah, for defending in the area. The number 18 from Loughborough, Bettina Pastor, who sort of scored a fast break earlier on. That time defending in the area, and that allows Bruna to step up once again at the penalty spot. Whistle goes, and this time she just passes it into the other bottom corner. There's no messing around. They're right in the corner here from Bruna, but this time she's gone 2 from her right and 1 on her left.
Well, there you go. The pendulum swings again from a 4-goal game in favour of Loughborough not so long ago. It's now only a 2-goal game in favour of the team in purple and pink, as they're with the ball now, looking to drive it forward. Florence Steeples, number 9, she's had a very impressive opening 20 minutes or so. Can create something for her side? She's got the ball, she tries to push it through, she makes it, and that is superb.
It doesn't count though, because the line player was in the area, but the link-up play that those two have is, I mean, Nottingham can't seem to have an answer to it at the moment. Their positioning has been really good, but equally the Loughborough defence hasn't really had much of an answer to the Nottingham line player either.
I find it amazing how quick these games go, Jack. We've only got 7.5 minutes till half time. It absolutely flies. 30-minute halves if you are unfamiliar with handball. Lovely goal there, and it is Loughborough who now the first to 13. It's Nottingham 10, Loughborough 13.
Yeah, again, the line movement. Didn't really have to move that much, but sometimes it's just knowing where to put yourself originally. You don't have to move that much to get the ball. It's really very good awareness of the play. Probably a lot of experience in the number 26's legs. Oh, it's a 10, moves the ball over. The 96 clips the post. Goes just wide as Naomi Bobalon. So shots galore, I have to say, but a few that's gone a bit wayward, haven't they? A few good saves.
Yeah, there has.
Could have been double the score almost.
Here is Florence Dibble. She's had, as I said, she's really been the linchpin for Loughborough so far in this game.
Ball turned over, and I'm not entirely sure why there.
Was it a carry or something? I'm not too sure, but the ball is now with Nottingham. They're trailed by 3 in this one. It's a tight game. This is going to go all the way down to the wire. That is beautiful. You can hear that's Guillaume actually from the men's team. He's getting very excited just off to the left of the camera.
And to be fair, I was getting quite excited at that one as well. Madalena again, straight up and straight into the top corner. There's a
we have a timeout
for Loughborough.
Yeah, timeout's been called.
I love it when you notice in a sports hall, it's not like a football game, is it? Where someone gets slightly confused and the whole sports hall goes silent. No one really sure what's going on.
Everybody just sort of has a little look around. I know your referees, Gina James Bassay and Jadviva Marby, they're having a cracking game actually. In fact, how do I say this without it sounding weird? I was in the toilet with the.
That sounds weird.
I was just congratulating him on the game a little bit earlier. I didn't go in on purpose because I knew he was.
So you didn't follow him in.
I
did
did
you,
have a
anything
kind
like
of
that?
nature break. I did have to have one, but it's amazing the conversations you have in the toilet, isn't it? Anyway, enough toilet talk. Let's get back to the action, shall we? This is going to really go downhill.
You should have probably just said, I was having a chat to the referee earlier.
Yeah, why did I have to talk? Sorry, everyone. It's really gone downhill, this, hasn't it?
Oh, the people are probably sat at home thinking, who on earth are England Handball doing business with?
Why have the viewers just suddenly dropped away? Oh, dear.
But no, to further your point and to save you from the embarrassment, yes, the referees have had a good game. There was a couple of, shall we say, questionable decisions in the last one. There's been one or two that may be small hiccups, but frankly, handball is such a quick game. You're always going to get little mistakes, and even in the top tier, top level of the sport, you're going to get mistakes as well.
We see the top flight of football, don't you, in the Premier League?
All the time.
It's going to happen. We are only human at the end of the day, and the refs deserve an enormous amount of credit because they work with what they've got. And by and large, they enable us to play the game, don't we? So thank you to the refs. Right, here we go. We've got 6 minutes to go until the break. It's Nottingham 11, Loughborough 13, 2 in it. But Nottingham with the ball. Nottingham in green, Loughborough in the purple and pink. Again, aggressive defence by Loughborough.
Yeah, a good strong defence there by the number 8. Lauren Holmes, actually. She's done that a couple of times, some big hits from the defensive perspective. As Nottingham almost tripping over each other now after, again, really strong defence and a good save there by the number 42, Raphael Sheehan.
Yeah, that was a great save, wasn't it? Now, the crowd really alive here at Sutton Bonington Sports Centre.
And tall, you can't see.
Very tall, yeah, very tall. Now, you may remember from the men's game, if you tune in and watch that, the keeper Chen Jun Tao took a ball to the face. I did see him downstairs actually, and it's swollen up quite significantly. He's got an ice pack on it. It was a good spirit, so I shook his hand, and he was in good spirits. But yeah, it just shows that every sport has its dangers, doesn't it?
Absolutely, as I think I sort of mentioned it at the time. If you throw the ball and it's deemed to be on purpose at a keeper's face, that's just straight red card. You can understand why. I mean, the ball he took to the face was from about 10 metres out. It was completely accidental, and it still made him swell up. So you got to be careful. Oh! As that one goes through the keeper's legs. Really good goal by Belina. And a good defence by Nottingham, and all of a sudden it's 13-12. It's a one-goal game. They were 4 down at one point.
Wow, this is going to go all the way, isn't it, Jack? We're not going to see a side run away with this one, I don't think.
No, I'd be very surprised if we do. Yeah, Madalena, sorry, again, with another good shot. I think she's done about 3 in the space of about 10 minutes, which has really helped Nottingham get back into this game. And that's a really good defence there by the 38 of Teresa. I know it sounded like I was going to pronounce the second name there. Kuznova. Let's go with Teresa.
Here we go, Loughborough then. They've led at 4-4 at one point in this game. Bit of a sloppy turnover there. Nottingham now pushing on. They could tie this game with 3.5 minutes to go to the break. This is the first half. It's Nottingham against Loughborough in the Women's Premier Handball League North. It's been an absolute perfect of a first half so far. I'm pleased to say, of course, we are going to be live right to the end of this game at half time. We've got highlights from last month's matches to bring you. We've got the chat comments to go through, and we've got Jack's full-time predictions because he loves it when I ask him for a prediction.
Oh! Big defence there.
Big defence, perhaps a bit of a misthrow as well, but Nottingham right back in this, Jack.
Yeah, it's exactly the sort of defence that you want from your centre court players, to be able to predict when the shot's going to come, get out there, make it uncomfortable for the shooters, shall we say.
Oh, bit of a push.
Madalena going for the ball, needs to get back up though. Oh, actually leaves the ball for the goalkeeper though in the end. It's the Loughborough player.
Excuse me. Don't forget, keep your comments coming in the chat section. Live Sport now is the best place to do it. We can see your comments. Good defence again by Nottingham, but she's through this time, and it does go in.
Yeah, Nottingham was slightly disappointed with that. They actually stopped the centre player, number 18, going through really well as Bettina Pastor stopped her really well, but then the ball just sort of dropped. Pastor tried to give it to the line player, but it's a little bit sloppy. Nottingham could have pounced on it. Didn't get it in the end. The line player for Nottingham, though, is very much looking for the ball constantly. Could have gotten it 2 or 3 times in that attack, but they do get the penalty.
Nottingham penalty then. Here we go.
So Bruna, yet again, she's taken 3, she's scored 3. All 3 in the bottom corners. This one's in the top.
Again.
Top right. I think she's just playing around the world at this point.
Excellent stuff. Well, there is little to choose between. Is this going to make your prediction at half-time quite difficult, isn't it, Jan? Of course, we do hold you to your prediction as well and make you apologise to the team that you...
Yeah, I managed to avoid giving a number last time. I'm going to try and skirt that fence again.
OK, well, now you've said that. Here we go, Loughborough with the ball. They've led for a long time in this game.
Oh, a lot of noise, but it doesn't matter.
What a goal. Might be a bit of a red mark on her arm there, I think, as well.
Well, she'll take that if it means getting another goal onto her name, Chloe Bernard. I think that's 3 or 4 that she's got already in a strong defence, even though she's up against Madalena, who scored quite a few goals already. Oh, and she intercepts it yet again. She can't dribble it again, though. She looks the wrong way. But it doesn't matter. Yes, it does. Is that a save? It is a save.
It is a save. She's giving it the big one. She absolutely is. Fist of place. What a tackle. Wow, that was defence of the highest order.
I say if Chloe Bernard just looked the other way, if she just looked to her right instead of her left, it would have been a much easier opportunity for the player. The number 2, I believe it was. But this is sport at the end of the day. We're not computers, we're all human.
Absolutely, approaching half-time now. The hooter is going to come on very soon. Is there another goal in it before the break?
Well, look, they want to turn the ball over. There's only 1 second left. Huge tackle. That's going to be a foul. Foul on the buzzer. I tell you what, they don't take prisoners, do they?
They do not. I don't know. I think she was just holding her neck a little bit there. She's okay. Number 24. So
I imagine the ball will just be dropped here. I'll be surprised if they go for the goal.
Why wouldn't you go for the goal when it's
just at the risk of hitting someone, but they do go for goal. Oh my days! That's why you do it. That's why I don't play anymore. And they run onto the court as if they've won it. All that's really done is actually made it a 1-goal game. But that was quite incredible.
Yeah. There you go, our producer. Make sure you get that because that was something special. It is half-time. We can confirm that now. Wow, oh wow. Well, Jack, we're going to have to ask you, it's 14-15 in favour of Nottingham. What did you make of that?
Well, Nottingham are a goal down, but I'm going because of that. Oh, they're all chucking bottles over there. They're a goal down, but actually, I imagine Loughborough will probably feel like they're going into the half as if they're losing. Just purely because of the momentum that shot has just given Nottingham and potentially the sort of drive that they want to get back into this game. They were 4 or 5 goals down. They're now almost back.
I wonder if Graham would quickly join us. Here he is. Playing, of course, in the men's team. Let's just have a quick chat.
Talk, actually.
I want you to talk. Yeah. What did you make of that
just
first
stand
half
here and
there?
look
That was pretty something. You were getting very vocal there as well, weren't you?
I'm just trying to keep it positive, right? No, I mean it's pretty good, very contested.
Yeah.
And yeah, hopefully we'll see. Keep it going that way right now and get the win at the end. But really, it can go either way.
Yeah.
It's really hard to tell.
It was a good game, good win for Nottingham against Manchester in the men's Premier Handball League. Of course, a little bit earlier today. What did you make of it?
It's hard to tell. Like, happy for the win. Obviously, happy for the win, especially after the holidays. Guys going away for GB, it's very difficult to get back to it altogether. But yeah, some good, some bad. Just up for the next one next week.
A lot to work on. It comes thick and fast, doesn't it? So what are you going to take from today that you've learned into next week's game?
I tried to catch the ball more often than not. That'd be great. And like the game plan was pretty good. Everyone was executing the right way, and really just trying to take what's given to us. Yeah. So that's why we can play fast, keep playing wide. And next week might be a totally different story. So
yeah,
we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Well, congratulations anyway.
So
Enjoy
much.
the second half, won't you? Thanks for talking to us.
That's
fantastic. Now, last month we were up at Cambridge. Well, I say Cambridge. We're in Northampton, but that's Cambridge's home stadium. Yes, I'm not going to stop going on about it. For Cambridge against Arctic Falcons in the Women's Premier Handball League South. So I'm going to show you some of the highlights from that before we come back and get Jack's match predictions for the second half of Nottingham. Straight into it, Falcons with the ball straight out of the hat. What sort of game are we going to see? Are we going to see fast-paced? Are we going to see attacking? It's a goal straight out the bat. And what a goal that was, blimey, what a great goal. That was for Cambridge, played in the men's game a little bit earlier. We wanted to get a win. There goes Sonia. What a great goal that is, number 14. We want to get as many people watching this game as possible. It's a wind-up, it's a great goal, it's a throw, and it's a score. It just goes a big, long throw. Does she find Kirby? Yes, she does. She does. What a great goal. That is the Kinga Guba there, and she finds it. That was a brilliant setup. Now in this half, there goes Iona Masson. She does score, but I think she travelled too far into the Cambridge half, into the box, so it won't count. It's no goal. We will be up. Oh, what a goal that is as well. Once again, it's 17-10 in this game. Oh, and it's a great goal. And it's the first goal for Cambridge in this second half. And it gives them an 8-goal lead once. Over on the right-hand side. Oh, there is, and it's a very good goal. That's Laura Boca with the goal. And once again, it is now Cambridge stretching that lead. They've scored 2 goals, but we've actually still got 20 seconds on the clock, actually. I'm just a little bit ahead. There's still 20 seconds or so left to play, so here we go. Here is Iona. Can they get one more? They're going to continue with possession. There's 10 seconds left of this game to go. There goes the full-time hooter.
Oh, really?
It's only YouTube and Twitter, LinkedIn and Twitch, but we don't get it. Right, welcome back, everybody. Half-time here at Sutton Bonington Sports Centre. It is Nottingham 14, Loughborough 15 in the Women's Premier Handball League. So you might be able to pop the camera on some of the chaps, just having a bit of fun down there. There is another game later, isn't it? It's Nottingham 2 against Manchester 2. So these some of these chaps might be playing in that one, so just getting themselves warmed up a little bit. Let's just have a look at some of the comments that have been coming in throughout the course of this game. Remember, Live Sport Now is the best place to do it. That is where the live chat is. There's a link in the body of this broadcast, wherever you're watching it. And we'll take you straight through to our YouTube channel. Do hit subscribe button there as well. It helps us bring you even more live sport in 2023. We've got the Men's and Women's Premier Handball League. We've got motorsport. We've got a lot of golf for you as well, and football too, and maybe a bit more arm wrestling. Who knows? So comments coming in. There we go. Great. Emily Daly, great game and commentary. That must be for you then as well, Jack.
Oh, don't be so. Don't do yourself a disservice here, Ian. You're learning the game.
I'm just too nice. So good luck, Knots. And green crystal ball. I don't know what that means, but there we go. Another comment coming in. Remember, we can see, we showed him as well. He's all coming in from YouTube. Go Knots. We saw that one. Mel Barnard. Go Chloe. I'm assuming that's Chloe Barnard. I'm assuming that's some relation.
Yes, I would assume so. And also, Mel, if you're still watching, let us know where Chloe's played before, whether it has been not at Loughborough for many years. I swear I recognise her. It's very annoying.
There you go. Jack recognises and here we go, a few more comments as well. Right, now it's that time, Jack's favourite time. Yeah. It's, in fact, Jack, I'm going to make a big deal of this as well.
What are you typing out now? No, my match predictions. Right, what's the score?
Final score prediction.
I genuinely think it is going to be a 1-goal game. It's strong shout, but I think it's going to be a 1-goal game. I get the impression that Nottingham hanging on is a harsh way of saying it, but I think Loughborough have been the stronger team. I think Nottingham have played well, but I think Loughborough just had a bit more of an all-round. I just feel like they've secured it a little bit more, secured the ball a little bit more. They've had less mistakes in them, and it's because of some strong goalkeeping and strong defence from Loughborough that actually Nottingham, that Loughborough haven't pulled away with it slightly. So, yeah, I'm going to go for 27-28 to Loughborough.
27-28. Loughborough. Let's put that on screen, everybody, and we will come back to that. Loughborough have just come back out onto the court as well, just getting themselves warmed up. We are a minute and a half away before this second half. Jack Oliphant thinks it's going to be 27-28 in favour of Loughborough. It is very tight. Let's just remind everybody the league table as well in the Women's Premier North. That's how it looks coming into this weekend's games. Liverpool sitting top of the table with 5 wins from their 6. NEM Hawks have won all 5 of theirs. Obviously got a game in hand on Liverpool. Nottingham have played 5, won 2, lost 3. Loughborough have played 4. So Loughborough actually have 2 games in hand on Liverpool. Who knows, could be important. But they've won 2, lost 2. That's why this game is so important. 3rd against 4th. But Loughborough technically, though, have that goal difference. I mean, there's nothing to choose between them, is there really? Trafford in 5th, Birmingham in 6th place. If you are interested in the Women's Premier South, that's how things looked coming into this weekend. London GD at the top, Olympia in 2nd, West London Eagles in 3rd, Northampton in 4th, Cambridge in 5th, and Arctic Falcons in 6th place. The highlights of the game that you saw was Cambridge Arctic Falcons. Obviously Cambridge won that one, hence it was Cambridge's only win of the season. It was a bottom of the table clash. It was still very entertaining though. So.
We'll be back down south next month, won't we, actually, for one of the women's games, I believe, Ian. I don't know if that's been confirmed or not. I think we're trying to find what we can do next month in February, basically.
Yes, we're just a lot of it actually just comes down to securing the venues for the teams.
Yes.
It. We have a plan, we have a schedule of games, but now it's just making sure we can actually get those games played. A bit of support coming in for Loughborough here, a little bit more as well. Jules Batty-Smith says Loughborough for the win. She agrees with you.
Yeah, well, I'm guessing that's a relation to Georgia Batty-Smith, actually, the 25 for Loughborough. We haven't said, haven't spoken about that much so far in the first. I haven't remembered saying the name too often, so. Maybe we'll see more of them in the second half. The teams are seemingly getting back out on court. Loughborough, I can smell the tack from here, to be honest. So Loughborough clearly just tacking the ball up and tacking their hands up before we get going. Nottingham ready in their defensive shape.
There we go, Nottingham ready. We're about to get things back underway here. Whistle blows and off we go.
So Loughborough with the ball, shooting from left to right. Obviously in the bright purple. Nottingham in their emerald green.
Emerald green, yes, very nice. I like that. What gem is purple, Jack?
Sorry?
What gem
amethyst?
is purple?
I don't know.
Amethyst against emeralds. There you go. Oh, beautiful. From Loughborough, a bright start again, just like at the start of the first half.
Yeah, that's Sophia Calcott. She's been an absolute rock in defence. Haven't seen her much in attack so far, but with goals like that, I was surprised we haven't seen her more. To be fair, she's been playing left wing. I can't actually see the left wing from where she would have been playing in the first half. As Loughborough turn the ball over yet again, and a line put on goal. We've said her name plenty of times, but I still have to look at the sheet. It's Heidi Warren.
Well, this is a mirror image, Jack, isn't it, of the first half. It was Loughborough who raced into that 2-goal lead. But we know Nottingham are capable of pulling it back. And here is Nottingham in the green on the attack. They've been shell-shocked at the start of this second half, just like they were at the start of the first half. But they very quickly grow back into the game. Oh, but that one's over, and the ball's going to go back to Loughborough.
Yeah, a bit of a forced shot there, actually. I'm just looking at the delay on the stream. Could have found the line player, and the line player actually did look a little bit disappointed. Oh. Might look disappointed again, but that's because they've conceded a goal to number 9 of Florin Steeples. Mentioned her a lot in the first sort of 15 minutes of the game. Maybe went a little bit more quiet after that. Certainly woke it up in the second half here again. You can see it immediately. I know you're looking at changing the scores and everything like that, but it's astonishing the speed. As soon as there's half a chance the ball's going to get turned over, particularly on this right wing, the number 2 for Loughborough is away and gone, looking for that fast break.
Yeah, unfortunately, I just can't see down the down the wing in front of us.
Holly Luke just keeps looking for that transition.
So Nottingham need to respond here. They've just conceded 3 quick goals at the start of this second half. And it's good keeping, again, good solid keeping. And Loughborough have it back and have raced into a 4-goal lead from almost nowhere, Jack.
Yeah, I think Nottingham almost, I don't want to say not woken up, but they just haven't seemed ready coming out in the second half here for the intensity that Loughborough are bringing to the game. You can see even in that attack, they got away with it, Nottingham, but they weren't awake to the attack. The speed that Loughborough are charging through the centre of the defence with, they don't want to make a tackle in case they get sent off, and they're going to try it again here. Steeple tries to force the line. Didn't make it this time, not going to go for the fast break. It's a good pass under pressure, and it's a good goal there by the number 15 from Nottingham, Carolina Sturlas. That will do a massive confidence boost.
They deserve that. They got that sort of, what am I saying, 3-throw, didn't they, just before the break, and scored it.
Yeah.
We thought it was going to bring a bit of speed for Nottingham into the second half, but they were caught almost sleeping by Loughborough, weren't they? But that might just wake them up a bit.
Yeah, well, they probably didn't really want the half-time to come straight after that, but obviously 10 minutes to decompress. The momentum goes, the adrenaline goes. Loughborough find a pass. Oh, there was opportunity there on the left wing to go for the shot again. She doesn't do it. The steps in the area. Nottingham try to break up the port.
So a lot of comments coming in as well. Please do keep them coming in. The live chat is open at Live Sport now on YouTube. If you are watching it there, please do hit subscribe as well, because we bring you the Men's and Women's Premier Handball League live. We are across the England Handball Association social media channels too. Make sure you follow them as well. If you want to find out more about the Men's and Women's Premier Handball League, the England Handball Association website is the place to do it, as Loughborough again score another one, and it's a 4-goal game yet again. As I was just saying, there is a link in the body of this broadcast that will take you straight through to the England Handball Association website. Give it a click.
Holly Luke with a smart step inside at the end of that fast break. She's got it again as well. Great anticipation. Great goal as well. That's 2 in 2. And I don't know if you can cast your mind all the way back to about half an hour ago. Within the first minute, she'd scored 2 goals as well. It's clearly not done there.
Right, 5 goals in it now, Jack. A little bit of daylight creeping in, but Nottingham are not out of this, are they? We know they're good enough to pull this one back.
Yeah, Nottingham have the quality, I'd say, to get back into it, but do Loughborough have the sloppiness to allow them back into it? That's the sort of biggest question. I said that I felt like Loughborough had control of the game. They felt a little bit safer in possession and safer in the lead as well, and I think at the moment being proven right. There's a long way to go, Ian.
Yeah, there is a long way to go, and I think that might have been a bit of a high tackle there. The Nottingham player just held her neck a little bit. I don't think she was too happy with that. And now moving on, a lovely dummy throw there. Are they through? Good defending. Oh, a big hit, a big knockdown there. That's just trying to see. She's got the knee strapping on anyway, but she's straight back onto her feet. And that's what we like to see. Handshakes all round. That was number 15 for Nottingham. It's Carolina Sturlas who went down hard.
Yeah, it was sort of good defence. It was just a little late. And 26 got dragged over to the left-hand side to defend that kind of shot.
Oh, what a save.
A great save there by 42. Raphael Sheehan. Said his name a couple of times, but can never remember. Oh, that is one hell of a shot.
Wow.
Haven't seen too much in attack from the 18 Loughborough player, as Nottingham pull out another timeout to try and rescue something from this game. But at the moment, it is now 6 down.
Yeah, 6 down. So, what do they do from here, Jack? Really? The game hasn't gone yet, but it's in danger of slipping away, isn't it?
Yeah, at the moment, it's the players have come out. They haven't produced what we all know that they can produce. And to be honest, the pressure, I would say now, is actually on Luke Jennings. So you can see on your shot, given the team talk there, to try and get the players back to a performance where they can actually take advantage of some Loughborough mistakes. There haven't been many mistakes at all. Loughborough have been ruthless. As I said, I don't personally think it's a question of whether Nottingham have the capability of getting back into it. It's whether Loughborough are sloppy enough to let them.
Yeah, absolutely. There we go. We've got 10 seconds to go till we're back out again. At the minute, I think Loughborough will be delighted with the opening 5-10 minutes or so of this second half.
I said it'd be a one-goal game, didn't I? I also said it'd be 27-28, but we've only had 6 minutes, and Loughborough have scored 6 goals. So if we're going to keep going on that, I'm going to be very incorrect.
Yeah, if you are just tuning in, I've mentioned it a few times, but I will mention it again. These two have already met this season, the season opener. Loughborough won it 25-21. They're going to score more than 25 today, aren't they?
Yeah, I think it's likely we're going to have one of the highest scoring games that either of these teams have been involved with. I think playing at home, playing in a local derby, does tend to inspire players. Oh my days!
Oh dear,
to see a head collision or something going on there.
She was pounding in there, wasn't she? It's notable to say that although Nottingham are deemed the home side, both of these sides play at Sutton Bonington, so it's actually a home for both, isn't it?
Yeah.
Really? So, there's no advantage to be had for either, really, and no disadvantage.
No, that creates the sort of derby atmosphere which we're enjoying up here, especially as a lot of the Nottingham men's team have decided to stay along, a lot of the Manchester men's team have decided to stay, although they are neutral. Yeah, they're still there enjoying this brilliant handball in the sports hall. Oh, good save! That's a deflection. Of course, we do enjoy you watching on live sport now, England Handball, Jacko Racing, wherever you're watching this from, but we do implore you, I think we've mentioned it already in this broadcast, to get down and actually watch it in person. Oh, yes. It's a brilliant sport, fantastic atmosphere, even though there's not that many sort of, I suppose, neutral fans in the UK. Everybody's sort of associated to at least one team. It's still awesome to watch.
Oh, beautiful. Nottingham get back into it there with that one. No, you're right, Jack, and people should come down and watch because it is so worth it, isn't it? It's like, I often think it's like football only 10 times quicker.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, I made on my social post advertising it yesterday, I made the point that yesterday you could watch Chelsea versus Liverpool and then Newcastle versus Crystal Palace. And as a Newcastle fan, I can safely say both games were horrendously dull. They were both 0-0. Oh, that's on the area. They were both 0-0, no goals seen, and whereas here you see about, you know, we've broadcast 2 games, we'll probably have well over 150 goals.
Yes, exactly that. Oh, unlucky. Oh, that's like
well over 120, I should say, actually, think about it.
They've gone down quite hard. Yeah, it's goals galore, isn't it? You don't have to wait long before the back of the net ripples in handball. We're trying our utmost to raise the awareness of this incredible sport. We're now popping areas across Europe.
Good goal.
Yeah, that was beautiful as well. In fact, she had a very good game. The 2 number 9s
Bruna,
Nottingham and Loughborough have been exceptional. We are going to start to get to that point, Jack. We need to start thinking about your player of the match. We've got a little bit of time yet, but for those watching as well, we always do this. We ask for your opinion on your player of the match. We've still got we've still got 20 minutes of this second half to go, but start thinking. If you've got a suggestion, comment below in the live chat section at Live Sport Now on YouTube. If you want to figure out how you get over there, there's a link in the body of this broadcast that takes you straight there. Hit subscribe, make sure you like the broadcast as well, and we will get this shown to as many people as possible.
Yeah, I do have an idea of who I would pick if either team would at the moment, sort of thing. I think they're pretty close to each other. I won't spoil it because I will have some influence from the YouTube chat. But, yeah, a few players playing particularly well. Oh, this is interesting. Loughborough playing with 2 line players and no right winger at the moment. I think they get the penalty for it, but an interesting change in formation in attack here. If they play that again, I'll have a look at analyse it a little bit more closely. But I think trying to get their backcourt shooters more into the game than anything else.
17-21.
Holly Luke scores the penalty. It's again Holly Luke scoring. I think she's got about 5 or 6 goals so far. A lot of them have been fast breaks. The other couple have been from the penalty spot. As Nottingham now try and charge up their attack. Move the ball out to the left wing, and it's a good save by the 42 of Raphael Sheehan.
But it stays a 5-goal game. It's never got bigger than this yet, so it stays a 5-goal game. What can Loughborough do? What can Nottingham do? They've got 20 minutes to turn this around. It's third place at Nottingham, taking on fourth place at Loughborough in the Women's Premier Handball League North here. Nottingham with a 0-goal difference. Loughborough with a -1 goal difference, and 1 point separates them in the table. It couldn't be any tighter, could it, Jack?
No, but right through the centre, not through the centre defence, but right through the defence there. Loughborough finding it a little bit too easy, I'd say, from a Nottingham perspective, to get through and have some easier shots, although they got away with it that time.
Yes, they did, but Nottingham back with the ball here. They're going to have to start creating things soon, but it's not impossible. They will know that they can still win this game. They'll be motivated for it.
Ball gets turned up again, another enforced error. It's a good step from the number 2.
Oh.
Holly Luke gets another goal and another fast break. You can tell, Ian, that that's definitely a tactic they've got on their mind. Holly Luke clearly is fit enough to get up and down that right wing all day long. Pretty much every attack, she's there for an option.
Yeah, a lot of comments coming in as well. As soon as we get a chance to show some, we felt there was a bit of a break in play now. Let's have a little look. Jack Cleveland says, up the borough. Cindy's back. It's a great save by the Loughborough keeper, absolutely. Let's go, Loughborough. We've got any Nottingham fans out there? Let's be here.
They're all in the court.
They're all, yeah, they are. If there are any Nottingham fans out there, let's hear from you. Get into that live chat, start commenting. We also want to get your opinions on who you think so far has been player of the match. We have still got 18 minutes or so of this game to go, so still plenty of time for things to change. But who has impressed you the most so far? Comment below and tell us. We will be handing out the Live Sport Now player of the match with about 2 or so minutes to go. We'll see if we can get a word with them at the end of this game too.
Another good tackle there. The attacker was in the air, but the referee didn't deem it to be as bad as it potentially looked. Again, they sort of try the same movement to try and get the line player in.
Oh, beautiful.
And who else on the fast break but Holly Luke.
Absolutely sensational. If our producer's watching, that's worth taking note of.
I think probably on fast breaks alone, Ian, she's up to about 7 or 8 goals, let alone the penalties and the open play that she's got as well. And Nottingham, they keep trying to almost force it to the line now. I think they're slightly running out of ideas.
Yeah, it's just starting to run. Still a way to go, but 7 goals is a lot to make up, isn't it? Because you know Loughborough are going to continue to score, but there's one back there anyway.
I can understand them wanting to get it to the line. The number 15 has been very, very good from Carolina Surlas. Her movement is brilliant, but it's just, as I said, the backcourt, they sort of go in, the half-backs are cutting inside to almost look like they're going to shoot, then they're trying to force the ball into the line, and it's just a little bit obvious at the moment. A few more trigger movements like what Loughborough are showing us right now wouldn't go amiss. And again, they're forcing it to lines. It's almost a good example of what Nottingham, I think, are lacking in going forward.
Yes, and here are Loughborough again. They can really start to run away with this one if they find the back of the net. Oh, bit of a sloppy pass there, turns over to Nottingham. Can they break? Can they do something? It's a lovely ball over. Oh, what a save that is, my word. That throw was almost quarterback NFL-esque, wasn't it? But the attempt at goal, not to be. And Raphael Shearer has been sensational in goal.
Yeah, I think Surlas probably wanted it a little bit quicker. She had to slow down slightly because the ball was looping. It allowed the defender to get back. Wasn't the shot that we're used to seeing from her. Doesn't mean it was particularly bad as JK goes up, tries to force the ball to the line again, but it's again that shot by, that forcing the pass to the line player after going for a shot. Doesn't quite work out.
Again, aggressive defence from Loughborough. We've seen a lot of that in this game. We have 15 minutes left to go. It's Nottingham 18, Loughborough 24. Nottingham men won in the Premier Handball League a little bit earlier today, defeating Manchester. 35-24 at the minute, though. They're not going to make it a double bubble of Nottingham team wins because Loughborough at the minute are in control.
Yeah, Nottingham, I don't know if it was intentional then, but it actually worked a little bit better. They're bringing the right wing into the line and forced... Oh, wow, what a goal. Actually, another good example of what I was about to say, bringing the two lines into play, forcing the defenders back, and that opens up the shot. What Loughborough are doing at the moment is they can see when the shot is going to come from the backcourt of the Nottingham players, and they're just stepping out and defending it, and they're doing very well. Look how aggressive Loughborough are on the tackle. They're almost at the 9 metres. Bang, hitting JK at the 9 metres, exactly what I was just talking about.
Well, there's been a lot of support for Holly as player of the match. I'm assuming that's Holly Luke, number 2.
Good goal there.
Nottingham get one back, and 6 in it now.
Who was a lot of the support for? Sorry, I wasn't.
Holly, I'm assuming that's Holly Luke for Loughborough.
Yeah, it'd be hard stretch to go away from Holly at the moment. I can't think of another Loughborough player who's played particularly well in the first half, and defensively in the second half been extremely strong as well. But again, I'll reveal that in about 10 minutes' time once we've heard a few more contributions from the YouTube chat.
This game is far from over, by the way, everybody. There's 6 goals in it, but there's still 13 minutes or so to go. The goals come very thick and fast in Handball. This is not over yet, but Nottingham are going to have to go on a run of 3 or 4 goals quickly if they are going to want to get the win. There's no way through the keeper this time, though, and Loughborough have the ball.
Well, no, I mean, we've seen Holly Luke score 2 goals in 30 seconds, haven't we? So there's no real reason why Nottingham can't do the same thing if the situation's right for them. All of a sudden, you're talking about a 3-goal game, then it can be anything for the next 10 minutes.
Absolutely, yeah. So can change very quickly. We've seen some almighty comebacks in this game. That was
good save, that.
It was, wasn't it? It was a hard hit as well. Solid defence. Ball goes to Nottingham. Now they need to get the ball going quickly and start creating something. 12.5 minutes left to go. At the end of the game, don't go anywhere either, because we will be. I'll be running down. Actually, I'll let you have this one off, Jack. I'm going to run down courtside and see if I can grab a word with some of the players. Certainly grab a word with the coaches and whoever our player of the match is going to be. Nottingham back in this one now. Now the deficit is down to 5.
Yeah, again, Loughborough with that really aggressive defence, but this time Nottingham were actually using it to their advantage and found the line player completely free. Loughborough with maybe a bit of a breakdown of communication. JK feeds the line in, and Surlas makes no mistake.
Well, last time these two met in the opening day of the season, it finished Loughborough 25, Nottingham 20. And look at that, it's 21. It's 25-20 now in this game. So it's not going to finish as it did last time.
Bit of a shout out to the Nottingham keeper, to be fair. I mean, a lot of the shots, that was a good save. A lot of the shots, I wouldn't say anything spectacular, but she's had to make the saves and it's turned the ball over. Abby Lincoln, really good job, and that's allowed Nottingham in with a chance.
That was another incredible save there by number 42 for Loughborough.
Oh, Raphael again.
Raphael Sheehan in goal for Loughborough.
You can see the centre for Loughborough there trying to bark the orders, basically, and that's organising the team into a trigger movement to try and carve open opportunity and also to calm them down a little bit as well, give them a bit of focus.
Yeah, Loughborough with that 5-goal lead. We've got 11 minutes left to go. This will move them nicely. This will move them above Nottingham in the table, and it'll put them into a positive goal difference as well.
Oh, there it is. Chloe Bernard. They were trying that about 2 or 3 attacks. In the end, even though it was a little bit sloppy, the movement still worked enough to get her an opportunity.
I remember, if you're watching this, comment. We want to hear your player of the match. Time is starting to run down. Who do you think? Comment in the live chat. Live Sport Now. There is a link in the body of this broadcast that will take you straight there. Whilst you're there as well, please do hit subscribe to our YouTube channel as well. We bring you live sport. It's all free to watch. We've got the men's and women's Premier Handball League. We've got a lot of golf coming up for you this year, a lot of motorsport. We bring you football as well, all live, all free. No subscription required.
JK with opportunity, and I tell you what.
How did that not go in?
Another good save, I think, as well. I'm just watching the replay back because I didn't quite see. Yeah, good save.
I think the referee signalled she'd gone into the box first. I don't think it would have counted had it gone in, but it was still. She didn't know that when the ball was.
I'll tell you what, Jacob will be slightly disappointed. I remember playing for Diva, she was there as well back in the day, and she used to score them for fun. Probably not quite hit the heights that she was hoping for in this particular game. As Loughborough again find lots of movement, trying to force the ball to the line. Surlas was through, but they didn't try and force the ball. Good recovery by Loughborough.
Here they come, Nottingham trailing by 6. We've got 9 minutes to go. Not out of it yet, but time running down. Staunch defence again. It's a purple wall, isn't it? No way through, and the timeout has been called.
I think that's the third timeout called by Nottingham. It's slightly unusual to use all 3.
Well,
I could be wrong.
We've had a few. Here we go. This is where we say Holly for player of the match. Of course, Jack, it's your decision though, but you can be influenced. You can be influenced
by chocolate biscuits, if anybody wants to bring them up.
Right, here's one for you. Molly Page, player of the match for me is Sophia Calcott. Great defensive, also steps up and scores when attacking.
Sophia Calcott, that's number 3, isn't it, for Loughborough? You know, she's been extremely solid in defence.
You're going to upset someone.
You always upset someone as a commentator, don't you? But yeah, Sophia Calcott has been extremely good in defence, I have to say. Probably wanted a little bit more bravery in attack, I have to say, when she was on the left wing especially, but she has scored a few good goals. How long have we got left in the game? Let's only have about
9 minutes.
9 minutes.
9 minutes
well,
left.
the player that I've sort of been thinking of in terms of the Loughborough team has been their line player, Heidi Warren, in the number 26. Solid in the centre of defence with some big tackles. But in attack as well, her link-up play with a lot of her teammates and the way she uses her body to block off the create space for the backcourt players has been extremely impressive. So at the moment, I would probably go between Holly Luke and Heidi Warren.
Well, there you go, everybody. Tell Jack whether you agree or whether you think he's completely wrong. We want to hear from you.
I think it's got to be a Loughborough player, that's for sure. They've played really well in both halves. Nottingham has sort of dropped off a little bit. And the intensity that Loughborough hasn't dropped at all.
Yes. I think you're right. They have been very impressive at Loughborough. Looking to make it a pair of wins over Nottingham this season. And great effort by Nottingham there. 4-1 back, 21-26 in this game.
That's number 38, Theresa there for Nottingham. Again, some of those backcourt shots, they're starting to move the ball a little bit more, having a little bit more patience, but also moving the ball in sort of a smarter direction, not just going for the shot and forcing the line player. They're using the rest of the backcourt players and opening up opportunities. Chloe Bernard, who again is probably in with a half-decent shout of player of the match, but hasn't been on for the entire game, unlike the 2 other players that we mentioned.
I can't help but feel, Jack, that
because obviously there's Steeples as well, who played brilliantly for Loughborough. The number 9 for Loughborough is fantastic. There's the number 9 for Nottingham, Bruna Valbona.
In fact, if the keeper as well for.
Yeah, there's about 5 or 6 really that'll probably feel disappointed. Although probably won't be that bothered because it's not like you win anything again.
I don't even think they know we do a player of the match.
Well, we get to interview them afterwards.
Oh, big hit there, big hit.
Again, think sounded worse. Everybody here said, "Ooh," than it actually was.
Our producer Elaine, I would maybe make a note and get that clip there, get that knocked down. We are going to produce a number of 5 magical moments, 5 moments in the game, top 5 goals. A lot of content coming your way across the England Handball Association social media channels. So make sure you follow them on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, on YouTube. Here we go, Loughborough looking to really put daylight between a 6 in it at the minute. 6 in it with 6.5 minutes to go.
Yeah, some good saves there from the Nottingham goalkeeper, Abby Lincoln. Already given her a few shout-outs. Again, nothing overly spectacular, but done everything that's been asked of her within reason, to be fair. As has Raphael Sheehan, both goalkeepers, making this a lot tighter game than it could have been. That's saying a lot considering it's a 6-goal game with 6 minutes to go.
It has been a cracker though, hasn't it, Jack? It's entertained. Loughborough have had their noses in front, but they haven't really just run away with it though, have they?
I think Nottingham, after one of the timeouts, actually started kicking themselves into gear slightly, and all of a sudden it's been a level game since then, pretty much. But the thing is, Loughborough started off so strongly that they weren't to be caught after that. Well, not yet, anyway.
No, absolutely not. Nottingham just every time they've looked like getting back into it, Loughborough have gone on the attack and just made it count when it matters. And Nottingham just haven't been able to score more than one goal, between Loughborough getting at least one. They haven't just managed to go on a run of 2 or 3 without reply. So, do we think it's a timeout?
It's not a timeout. Luke Jennings is actually getting a yellow card from the referee for shouting out too many times.
There we go. So.
I did pin it as the Luke Jennings derby. It would be a shame if he didn't make it onto the highlights somehow.
Yeah, well, there you go. He's had a yellow. There he is. Look. Well, I was going to chat with Luke after the game, but maybe.
No. I think he's accepted that he probably overset the mark there. He's a very level-headed individual, is Luke, so he's fine.
Oh. Good effort by Nottingham not to be this time again. The keeper for Loughborough keeps the net clean, and Loughborough keep that 6-goal lead in this game with less than 6 to go now on the clock as well. It's looking highly unlikely we're going to see anything other than a Loughborough win, but it does come down to by how much, and now there is a timeout called.
Yeah, 27-21, that's a timeout for Loughborough. Maybe just an opportunity to get the message across that you can see the game out now, basically, and try and figure out opportunities. Don't do anything silly.
What about Luke Jennings? What does he say to his Nottingham team there? Because even he knows realistically that they're not going to score 6 goals in 5 minutes. I mean, they could score 6 goals in 5 minutes, but the problem is Loughborough are going to score as well.
Yeah.
So what is he saying to his team?
It's a difficult one. If I've been in situations like this, I've actually my team talk's probably very different to what Luke will be given now. He'll probably be thinking that they can get back into this. He's going to be trying to figure out that way. What I'd quite often do if there's 5 minutes to go and you're 7 goals down is almost take the pressure off the players. I quite often say, just score the best goal. You may lose, but let's score the most enjoyable, the best goal. And all of a sudden you see the pressure be lifted off the players and they start being a little bit more free-flowing. And all of a sudden you get a little bit of momentum. It's a bit of a Hail Mary tactic, but that's personally what I would be saying. But Luke is a lot better coach than I am now. As we said, he was out with GB helping Ricardo as a coach, I think assistant. I could be wrong with that one, but yeah, so if anybody's got the answer, I'm sure they'll be trusted to him.
Right, here we go. 5 minutes to go now.
But Ollie Sutcliffe, who is the... Oh, going over too many steps. Sutcliffe, who is one of the coaches for Loughborough Women's. He's actually been involved with the GB Women's under-19s, I believe, in previous years. I'm not sure what he's doing this year particularly, but I think in previous years that's been his role. When we were certainly at the National Cup finals, we had a quick interview with him. And last season he was one of a pairing that were involved with the GB setup, so it's not like he hasn't got a clue what's going on either. 2 very good coaches of 2 very good teams.
Absolutely, right, here we go. Oh, and it looks like number 18 for Loughborough. Is it number 18? Bettina Pastor looks like she took a bit of a knock to the face, I think. She's holding her sort of right cheek a little bit. That was her with the ball there, number 18. She seems to have gotten over it pretty quick. A good snatch out of the air. Oh, good defended by Nottingham, knocks it back. 4 minutes to go, 6-goal game. Nottingham 21, Loughborough 27. Loughborough in the purple, they're going to win this game. They're going to make it a pair of wins over Nottingham this season as well. They're going to move up to 3rd place in the table as well, at the expense of Nottingham. And so, Jack, it's that time.
Well, I am still torn between the 2 players.
Okay, I'll give you another minute.
That I mentioned before. I might actually pass this on to you, Heidi Warren or Holly Luke.
Well, I've been very impressed. I'm going to go. I am actually going to go with Heidi Warren.
Yeah.
Because I think we've been talking about her quite a lot more in this game than we have Holly. I don't feel like we mentioned Holly.
Yeah, Holly, if we're going to go on pure goals, which I know goals win games, Holly Luke's been influential on those fast breaks and everything like that, and has been really good in defence in terms of anticipation, but Warren has dictated that centre of the Loughborough defence. She's played pretty much every minute from what I can see as well. In attack, she's been very influential in attack. So I'm going to go for Heidi Warren, number 26 for Loughborough.
There we go, your player of the match is confirmed there. Your Live Sport Now player of the match is Loughborough's Heidi Warren. Congratulations, Heidi. As we said before, you don't win anything, but there you go. You win respect, but you've already got that anyway, so congratulations on being player of the match.
Oh, good goal there by JK on a native left-wing position. I think that's probably only her second goal of the day. Again, something she'll probably be slightly disappointed about.
Yeah, I had the wrong score up there as well. It's 22, isn't it, to Nottingham, Loughborough at 27. There we go. Remember, keep your comments coming in. We can see them Live Sport Now in the chat section. Wherever you comment, we'll be able to see them across the Handball Association social media channels. Live Sport Now on YouTube is where the actual official live chat is open. Make sure you hit subscribe. My word.
I'll tell you what, just straight after I decided that she's not the man of the player of the match, Polly Luke goes in there, essentially gives me the middle finger in because she's straight up at the other end and scored another goal as well. Can I change my mind yet?
We put it on the screen, that's official now, unfortunately. We can't change it now. But Heidi Warren's still deserving, still well deserving of it. Both, we could always maybe do a joint prize or something, couldn't we?
Well, if there was a prize, maybe we can give them each a biscuit or something.
Yeah, there's only one biscuit left, Jack.
Oh, no.
Typical, isn't it? Right, it's a minute and a half to go. Obviously, Loughborough are going to win this game. They're going to move up a place in the table as well. They're going to do the double over Nottingham this season, and they're also going to move into positive in goal difference. Oh. What a day it's been for Loughborough, Jack.
Yeah, great play. It was all created by the movement of Heidi Warren and Florence Steeples, who allow Pastor to get through the middle, burst through the Nottingham defence and score the goal. Steeples can't believe it. She thought there was a foot infringement there. Not that they need the goals, but you know.
She still looks shocked today, doesn't she?
Oh, there we go.
She got it now. There you go. Again, Florence Steeples had another very good game, very bright in the opening stages of each half.
Yeah, obviously been rotated with Chloe Bernard, so both of those right backs have been very effective for Loughborough. It's always nice when you have substitutions that doesn't affect the quality of the handball that you're actually able to play. Because handball is all about the squad. Oh, almost straight into the face of Abby Lincoln.
At the end of this game.
Get her arm there though, and only with 11 seconds to go, Nottingham carry it up the court. 11 seconds is quite a long time in handball. You can get a little bit of a play going. 5 to go. Good step over, is that a travel out to JK and into the top corner as the buzzer blows.
Right at the end. There we go. Well, what a game, what a day. But it's Loughborough who get the win.
Yeah, 30-23 at the end of 60 minutes. So I thought it was going to be slightly closer, but I think that that run that Loughborough went on right at the beginning of the game and right at the beginning of the second half, sort of gave them the impetus. So I believe we're going to have you running all the way down there, aren't we, Ian?
I'll go this time,
so,
Jack. Give me a
Ian's
minute, I'll meet you down there.
And interview a few players. Player of the match did end up going to Heidi Warren, but to be fair, it could have been two or three of the Loughborough team. Nottingham huffed and puffed, but they didn't try. They didn't quite get there in the end. Good in spells, but the damage was done. So I think it will be Nottingham who move up into third position. Sorry, not move up to the third position. They stay in third place. Loughborough. Sorry, no, I'll get that. I will get this right eventually. I was looking at the men's Premier Handball League, but Loughborough will move up into third place. And I believe Ian is down there with us now. I think he's going to try and get a chat with Luke Jennings.
Right, hello everybody, welcome back. We're just going to grab a quick word very shortly with Luke Jennings, Ollie Sutcliffe over here, and we're going to grab Heidi Warren as well, your player of the match. We'll just let them very quickly go through the debriefs as well. Looks like they're just taking a quick couple of pictures. I'm going to run over here and grab Luke. Luke, quick. Yeah, go ahead. He's just going to have a quick chat with his team. We'll let him do that. We've got Graham over here as well. We might actually be very quick, a bit quicker for Loughborough over here as well. What a game it has finished here. Loughborough, what a day for them. They've moved up the table. They've moved into positive goal difference as well. Let's just have a little look at the team talk. Right, I'm going to grab a quick word with Ollie Sutcliffe here as well, head coach. Ollie, quick word if we can. Of course, congratulations on the win. What pleased you most about that performance?
Definitely defence. Like they just, I mean, you saw it was physical as anything. They went out and absolutely smashed it. Like you kind of asked for them to go up for 100%, and they really did. And you know, the wins kind of come from the easy goals we got on fast breaks from our defence. So yeah, it was just, I thought it was a real all-round good package performance.
Obviously, you played Nottingham this season already, and you have beaten them already, so obviously quite pleased. A bit of a local derby, isn't it, as well?
Yeah.
It's quite an important result, though, because the win, you can move into positive goal difference, and of course, up the table as well. So what does it mean for you and the team to get the win?
Oh, it's massive. I mean, Notts are, like I said, they're our local rivals. For the last 4 years, they've always nipped us just slightly. And now it's good to get 2 games in a season where we've beaten them.
Yeah.
It's extra sweet for that. But no, in terms of the result, I think it's a great showing for the girls to realise how much they've improved this year.
Yeah.
Like the standard we were playing in the first games compared to now, we're just on an upward path. And as a coach, that's all I can ask.
Fantastic.
So I'm really happy.
You've got to go get in a picture. Go on. Well done. Congratulations. Luke's here as well. Luke, commiserations. But you girls were in it the whole game, weren't they? It was such a lightning start to the game, wasn't it? What pleased you about that first half in particular?
I think the first half we did exactly what we wanted to do. We wanted to be solid in defence. We wanted to operate a system that we haven't had that much practice on, and it worked really well for us. We managed to limit what their line could do, which is one of their most dangerous players. We limited what their right side could do, which is their dangerous side. And actually, I was really happy with what we did in the first half. I think at half-time we said we need to keep doing the same. The problem was the mistakes that we made in the first half got more and more. And the second half became a situation where we were constantly chasing the game. I never felt like we were chasing in the first half. The second half, we just chased, and it's really hard. It's really hard. They're a good team. They train 3, 4, 5 times a week. Lots of them are in the GB setup. We're training once or twice, and we're doing what we can. But complete credit to the team that we at Nottingham. They fought every moment. They did exactly what we wanted to try and do. We just didn't do it well enough at the time.
Joe, it's nice to see. I mean, I know you got a yellow card, but there's passion involved, isn't there? You want to win. What does it mean looking after this team of girls and trying to get them to that next level?
Yeah, it's great. I love it. I really genuinely love it. I think we've got such a range of experience within the team. We have players that have played abroad for a number of years. We have players that are brand new this year. So it's an amazing team to be a part of. It makes it a challenge always to make sure that I'm developing all of the players in the right way and helping them do that. But I think actually we've got a great group. Some have been here with us for a number of years, some are new, and it just the togetherness of the group is great. We train as hard as we can with what we've got, so it's a great bit to be a part of.
Well, the girls have played a part in a wonderful game. Commiserations, but congratulations as well. I did want to see is Heidi around. Anyway, I wonder if we can grab a quick word with Flo if we can as well. Flo, just a very quick word if we can. Congratulations, by the way, fantastic performance out there. You guys came out of the block so quick each half.
Yeah, definitely. That's one of our main things, is to be really aggressive in defence, and then that's where our goals get turned over.
Now the result's quite important because it moves you up the table, moves you into positive goal difference. What does it mean to get the win, especially over your local rivals as well?
Oh, absolutely. I actually was previously part of the Nottingham club as well, so that's even better. Yeah.
No, I'll let you go. Congratulations anyway. Thanks for a quick word. Right, so that is it from us here at Loughborough. What a day we have had. A little bit earlier we brought you Nottingham against Manchester, with Nottingham winning that one in the men's Premier Handball League North, and now we've just brought you the win for Loughborough against Nottingham in the women's Premier Handball League North. Next month we are going to be bringing you one game, a North game, one game in the South as well. But next Sunday we have Handball Hits. Think match of the day in football, and you've got Handball Hits, a wrap up of everything that's happened in the men's and women's Premier Handball League. Thanks so much for getting involved with us. Remember, the live chat will remain open over at Live Sport Now on YouTube. There is a link in the body of this broadcast. It will take you straight there. Please do like this broadcast as well, share it, comment. We're trying to get handball out to as many people as possible as well. Subscribe to Live Sport Now on YouTube. It's free. We bring you so much live sport. And if you do want to find out more about the men's and women's Premier Handball League, or just getting involved in handball, the England Handball Association, the EHA website, that's the best place to do it. Again, you don't even have to type it out. There's a link in the body of this broadcast. A big thank you to Jack Oliphant for joining me on comms once again. I've been your host, Ian Waterhouse from Live Sport Now, and until next time, drive safely. Thank you.